I had someone ask me if we were going to broadcast this, and I just assumed yes, so that's the reason why I'm asking. All right, hopefully that's enough lead time. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming out to the Kaysville City Council meeting this evening. 6:30 p.m. we have scheduled a public hearing for the creation of a power commission. I'm going to put our city manager on the spot and ask him to maybe just give us a minute or two narrative of what brought us to this point, and then we'll open the public hearing for all of you, just one at a time, to come up and address the council.
You bet, Mayor. No problem. This is mostly, I think, Councilmember Lee's idea, and she came to me early on, probably about 2 months ago. It's been. We talked about the idea of a power commission. I think some of the pros of such a commission would be we could set a board, much like your planning commission, of so-called experts, some people that are in this industry, in the power industry, that can vet a lot of the information that comes to the city council. It's pretty challenging to stay up on all the latest technology and all the changes that are going on in the solar industry, the so-called war on coal, some of the different facets of managing your own power company. So it can be a real challenging task for your city council, and the thought was the planning commission might help make some of those decisions and recommendations. As we talked through it, we decided that in looking at other power commissions that it would be mostly an advisory board that would just make recommendations. Obviously, the city council would continue to have the power to make set rates, fees, and make any decisions as far as the power commission goes. I thought it was a great idea. I came from a city that has a power commission. It generally operated very well and did exactly what it was set to do, which was kind of take more time to vet the information that comes to decision-making body when it comes to the power decisions. So we have an ordinance on the agenda tonight for later. I think it's been reviewed, not too much, but I think just enough. If we have received some positive comments or no comments tonight, it would be probably the time to put this board in motion and start talking about who would fill those positions. So,
all right, thank you. With that introduction, we will open the microphone to any of you in attendance that would like to address the City Council regarding this Power Commission ordinance to be considered this evening. We ask that when you come to the microphone, you state your name, and normally, out of respect to time, we'd ask you to keep your comments limited to 3 minutes. Something tells me we've got a little more time. We could slightly be a little more lenient with that during this public hearing. So if you'll just line up here at the podium, then we'll get started.
I am John Lovelace, and I am a resident of Kaysville who has solar panels, and I am just very interested in the idea of having a power commission that can study these electrical changes. By the way, I'm also an electrical engineer, and anything related to power and solar and energy is just right up my alley. And I am in favor of having a power commission board to be able to hash out the new technologies and new ideas and be able to come up with something that's best for Kaysville City, and then that the city council and the mayor could then decide on. So I think it's a great idea, and I wish I could go over 3 minutes, but that's all I have to say. So thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
I'll hurry before you line up. I hadn't planned on saying anything tonight, but I was interested in the issue. My name is Eric Isom. I live at 93 South Kays Drive, and for my employment, I represent Vivint Solar. But I've already had my questions answered as far as the purpose of the commission and advisory board, and that seems to make sense. Obviously, I applaud your efforts to have input from interested individuals on power. And one question I did have, if it's appropriate to ask a question of the council, I don't know if you permit that.
we would normally jot them down and then address them after the public hearing, but I think we're probably okay. We'll do it now.
Well, and whenever's appropriate, I just wondered if you've contemplated the makeup, the number, the types of individuals that you would have participate. You probably have done so, but I would just be interested in hearing what you discuss regarding the makeup. Thank you very much for the consideration.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anybody else? There's only one other person. All right, I'll tell you what, we'll keep the public hearing open, at least for the time being, while maybe we have a little bit of a discussion primarily to Mr. Isom's question. I don't know if that's appropriate, Mr. Scott, if you're prepared to answer that question, but regarding the makeup, I know as I read the ordinance, it talks a little bit about how individuals will be appointed, but it doesn't necessarily say from any particular fields. Is that more just discretion of the mayor and advice and consent to the council?
I would think so. I think in our discussions, we talked about having some of those that work in this industry, but I think in the ordinance, we kind of kept it a little bit more vague in case we don't have all those individuals that might. I think we do in Kaysville. I think it'll be very easy to do, but I think it said qualifications. The members of the Power Advisory Board shall be residents of the city and shall be selected without regard to political considerations and solely on the basis of qualification for the position. So.
Okay. So that, and Mr. Isom, primarily when it comes up and folks apply and review and the mayor makes a recommendation, the council will still be involved in that process. So if whoever is sitting in this chair is doing it what I think is the right way, they're involving the council in that feedback early on, not just the night of the appointment, and encouraging, I think you'll see some encouragement from the council to come from a variety of backgrounds, but certainly having some, you're sitting next to one who I think is probably our resident expert on solar, assuming that someone like that would be a natural fit, and maybe also others in a variety of different backgrounds and fields. Thank you. Our public hearing for the Power Commission discussion is still open. We had everyone in the room that wanted to speak, and we have two more. I'm not sure if you're here for this reason or not, but okay. All right, sounds great. Well, council, we could talk a little bit more about the ordinance, but our council agenda this is specifically for a public hearing to get feedback. I'd be hesitant to talk too much about the ordinance in detail for fear someone may come to hear the discussion, but maybe just not want to speak. So seeing no one else taking the opportunity for the public hearing, I would welcome a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion that we move to close the public hearing.
Second?
Thank you. A motion by Councilmember Lee and a second by Councilmember Snell to close the public hearing and adjourn the City Council meeting until 7 p.m. Any further discussion? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. We'll reconvene at 7 p.m.
Hi, Susie.
Do I need to call Jordan or
One more person.
You know what? I'll go do that too.
You snooze, you lose. You missed out. So, almost.
Construction site?
Yeah. Just the floors had water on it, it's really slippery, and there's a drill that I just landed my whole body right on a drill. Just as big as this. Oh, man. I just laid there for a second. Luckily, nobody was around to see me. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, can I breathe? Sort of.
You cracked a couple ribs.
Yeah. And they just take a long time to heal.
Oh, ribs are terrible.
You sneeze,
There's really
if
nothing
you
you
cough.
can do.
I was noticing, do you like that on the back?
I do.
That's where
Yeah.
it's not good.
Seems to be
That's where you
okay.
put your pen.
Yeah, it just fits in there.
So you
Seems
got
to be
the
okay.
case for yours?
I do. I got a clear one,
Oh,
and
you got a clear one.
I put the
Oh, and
pen
it's
at the
got-
top.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, anyway.
Yeah, I
So
was just
that's-
losing
You have
this
the
all the
option
time.
for where to put
was gonna
that.
say-
This one here just sits on the back.
Mine was probably a lot cheaper than Larry's. Larry's got
This wasn't expensive. See, it just snaps on. so it just sits on the back.
I see.
Yeah, that's mine.
You just got it at Amazon, or did you?
Yeah, I tried to borrow the city credit card so I could get that, but. Got booed.
Oh, okay, I'm going.
Originally, it was something he sent me through, but I think I won't be able to sleep right for this.
Exactly. It'll be fascinating to see sure affects I know. I came home and told her to talk about it. Oh, yeah. Good confrontation. I just don't like being called. I don't associate people like that. I've had some contractors like that. Not as bad as I just know that I call us and I'd rather not deal with it. Somebody else who doesn't agree.
We could it's up tonight, that would be really great.
Then I'll show you how bad.
We'll try, okay?
Then I'll show you how bad some of them are. I'll sue you for not putting my work as it's going. So that it's not you. I said, this is the reason I'm not doing your work. This is a case in point. I think it's what relationships. I hope that's the case. I believe in karma.
Big time believer. It's just another way. It's another way to
I was just saying, like, fast food decisions is all okay. I'm not saying just Hey, just, I learned at the conference that subdivisions don't need to go in front of the council. They just need to go in front of the planning commission, but I think that the reason they're going in front of the council is yeah, that's what I think. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna go with it, why not? See, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I'll spread the word to
It'll be right here. You just got them on a jump drive.
What is your name?
Maybe he's already got them then.
Oh, hi. Okay, you're a Liberty Tree person, right? Yeah. Okay, my name's Maria. I'm the city recorder. I'm so sick. Oh, I don't want to do that to you. Look, I've got my big bottle here. I've got my cough drops, my methylatum I'm trying to find.
No, that's great. Yeah, so I think that pictures I sent might have got put on here, but it's from the flash drive.
Okay, I'm glad you brought the flash drive because I don't know if they did or not. And we'll have to double check that.
Perfect. Yeah, so
Did we, Carson Rob, with the Liberty Tree stuff, do you know if we put anything on there for that?
Walk around here and you can look.
yeah, I think it was that. And the map, okay, then I just have one additional one, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead and plug that in on the side there.
Hey, Joanne. You know I can't access my junk, I can't access Dropbox. Don't get too close to me, your Wi-Fi is sick.
That's true.
Sick, you know what I mean?
It's not accessible.
No, like,
So it's untitled. And then it
I
should
know
be
you think it wasn't right, but I really have it.
So then,
Today I told
So it'll just be your favorite section.
Today I told Brian, I said, I can't.
yeah, so then I just want that in that PowerPoint, that's just the
Yeah, I know I can't. Yes. Everything.
See what we're up to today.
He seemed a bit.
Yeah.
But
Full week to see.
why? I don't know.
Little girls at home. Parents came up and just kind of chill out for a
So they
bit.
were taking.
yeah, let's,
Oh, yeah.
let's put it,
Yep.
Actually, let's put it.
I
last.
figured during the day it was easier for me to jump out. 'Cause Everybody's at work, yeah.
How do we add this photo to the PowerPoint? I've done it before, but somebody help I did.
So we can do
He wants to just
new slides on the far left. Should be able to open up like
well, I've done it over here.
Explorer. You got them saved on the desktop. You can just drag it over. Yeah, or you can just open that up. Desktop. Desktop. Or straight from that.
Don't give me more than one option.
That's true, sorry. I think it was good again. On this side, wasn't it? Yeah. Just come
Why
back.
can't I make this smaller?
So you press that one right up there, and then if you just drag it,
That's what I was trying to do.
and then perfect. Thank you.
It fits already.
Yeah, appreciate it.